municipality of Strathroy-Caradoc on Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025, our regular council session. The municipality of Strathroy-Caradoc acknowledges it is located on Treaty 21 territory. We are thankful to generations of people who have taken care of this land, including the Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, the Munsee Delaware First Nation, and the Oneida Nation of the Thames. Roll call. Deputy Mayor McGuire is joining us virtually. We welcome Councillor Brennan back. Call to order or approve the agenda. I'm going to recommend one amendment, that the agenda be amended to move item 10, engineering and public works, reports after item 4. So motion that the September 2nd, 2025 regular council meeting agenda be approved as amended. Someone, Councillor Wilsey, was that a second by Councillor Hippel? All in favor of that motion? That motion is carried. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest? Okay, seeing none, we have two delegations.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, sorry, Deputy Mayor.
Sorry, I was reading and talk. I don't have the agenda in front of me here for the moment, but it's the one with Strathroy Middlesex General Hospital Foundation. I'm the board member.
Yes.
And I'll provide the documentation upon my return. Thank you.
Thanks, Deputy, and I apologize. I'll watch you more closely. First up is Justin, and Justin, I'm going to apologize rather than butcher your name. I'll let you use it. So, Justin is from Sifton Properties, and Justin, our procedure is 5 minutes, but I'm pretty lenient, so I'll give you a few seconds either way. Okay?
I can hear? Yeah.
Yep.
Can you hear me okay? Okay.
Hear you fine.
All right. So, Mayor, members of council, thank you all for the opportunity to speak this evening. My name is Justin Diot. I'm here on behalf of Sifton Properties. I'm Sifton's engineering manager, and I carry 15 years of civil engineering experience. Council is being asked tonight to support conversion to extended aeration at the Mount Bridges wastewater treatment facility. I urge you to consider the cost. At over $13 million, it is not an efficient use of municipal funds. Residents and future residents will pay for decades through higher water rates, taxes, and development charges. Drawing on reserves will delay other critical infrastructure. And as you heard at last Monday's workshop, there is no guarantee extended aeration in the current location is permanent. The landfill leachate, odor and noise compliance, and MECP engagement all remain risks. Risks that are likely to significantly drive up the total cost of the conversion. Compliance as quickly as possible must be the priority. To our knowledge, there has been little or no consultation with developers, Indigenous communities, conservation authorities, or even the MECP on their priorities and willingness to expedite. The fact of the matter is the Mount Bridges facility is currently polluting the watershed. River Birch has offered a staged, practical, and environmentally responsible solution. Compliance could be achieved within months, approved capacity restored, with near-term expansion to 1180 cubic meters per day as originally designed at the site. Section 12 of the River Birch Optimization Design Brief presents in detail how this would be achieved. This is not only the most cost-effective option, it is also the most environmentally responsible option. At last Monday's workshop, River Birch was asked if they could guarantee performance of their proposed solution. To me, it was unfair to ask this question of River Birch and not ask the same of SEMA Plus and RVA. Engineering design is a process that evaluates risk and probability. It is not a guarantee. River Birch was given a mandate to propose the cheapest and quickest way to compliance. They are the leading experts on this technology, and they have provided a confident solution that achieves the mandate. To switch gears a little and focus on the impact of your vote tonight on the development community, I want to be clear about what is at stake. Sifton's development at Parkhouse Drive and Rougham Road requires sewers along Parkhouse Drive, which was a municipal capital project with allocated funding since 2021, and this project has yet to advance. Even if the Parkhouse Drive works are completed in 2026, Forest View and other approved developments will still be blocked from building permits and occupancy until the Mount Bridges wastewater treatment facility is brought back into compliance with MECP requirements. Capacity without treatment is not capacity. Switching to extended aeration, a 2-year period to do that, to connect a single new home to the Mount Bridges system is unacceptable. The 2024 provincial planning statement, specifically section 214B, requires municipalities to maintain a minimum 3-year supply of serviced residential land. By the municipality's own acknowledgement, Mount Bridges does not currently have this supply. In fact, without reliable treatment, the municipality effectively has 0 service supply. This is a serious nonconformist that risks drawing attention from the province. The continued uncertainty is already chilling investment. Beyond Forest View, Sifton has pursued lands in Mount Bridges for years. But if services remain uncertain, we will be forced to look elsewhere. The risk extends to every developer considering Mount Bridges. I also want to state that Sifton has reviewed the submissions from other stakeholders, including the Powell Group and Mr. Brunette, and we agree with their conclusions and recommendations. For all these reasons, Sifton strongly recommends Council vote against Agenda Item 10.4.2 and instead pass a resolution to retain River Birch and achieve compliance in the shortest time frame possible, restore capacity to 825, and expedite engagement with MECP to implement the original design intent of 1180 cubic meters per day. This approach allows all approved development to proceed, ensures alignment with the PPS, and buys the municipality time to complete the proper environmental assessment for the long-term solution for this community. The choice before you is simple: delay and debt, or compliance and growth. On behalf of Sifton, I urge you to choose the practical path forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Right on time. Appreciate it. Is there any comments or questions? Councillor Wilsey.
On his notice, he was also going to talk about 10.4.1, which was the EA submission. Did he want to speak on that, or do we want to do that separately?
No, you get 5 minutes, Councillor, so we had just used it up on the one. Okay. Next submission is by Rob Brunette. Mr. Brunette.
Thank you, Mayor and Councillors, for giving me an opportunity to speak to this important item. I have made some comments in writing, which I trust everyone has read, so I won't delve into the details on those. I want to be a little bit more real about the whole thing. I have concerns mainly about the process and in terms of consultation with the development community. There are stakeholders in this municipality who have engineering capability and knowledge in this area, and our interests are aligned. I know that talking to developers is somehow a dirty word, but we all want this treatment plant to work, and we all want to restore the capacity and meet the effluent discharge limits as quickly as possible. And the reason is that we want to proceed with approved developments. And where I'm standing, we have an approved development that we need to seek a subdivision agreement for, and yet we're being told that even if we get a subdivision agreement in place and spend the money to build all the infrastructure, we may be restricted at the building permit stage due to a lack of capacity. So, that's not really conducive to making investments of millions of dollars. So I think that, there needs to be a realignment of consultation and engagement with the development community on this, because, we saw these reports come out about a week ago, jumped on it, got engineers involved to look at these things, gave comments within a week, and basically all of the developers are aligned around the idea that you shouldn't spend the money and you should go with the RBC solution. And why would we be engaged? Why would we recommend that if spending more money at the ratepayer's expense actually achieved our objectives? Well, we wouldn't recommend it. We're recommending it because we think it's the best path forward to get to compliance as fast as possible and get the capacity we need And in my case, even getting to 825 cubic meters a day isn't gonna help me any, because we're showing in the report that was presented at the workshop last week, you know, the Forest View and the West Bell are ahead of me, they're approved, and I'm in a different color. And I don't get approved until even after this is resolved. So, you know, you kind of have to ask, why are we so passionate and engaged? Why are so many developers engaged? Because we think it's the wrong path. And I think that, you know, what you should do now is take a pause, say, okay, we received this feedback. We're gonna go back to our engineers, SEMA Plus, and we're gonna say, because SEMA Plus's concern in their report was nitrification capacity. That was the only concern. And as I read the reports, and there's an updated report that was released Friday that I don't know if that was ever distributed to council. It was August 29th from River Birch. And they've gone through in great detail and addressed all the nitrification concerns, and I don't think you've got the benefit of SEMA Plus's reading of that. So I think voting in favor of 10.4.2 would be a mistake. I think you need to table that